So if the judge rules in favor of the brothers, his recommendation would go to the parole board, and they then would determine whether or not they get out of prison. Let's get back to our breaking news coverage. We brought you off the top of the show. The entire town of Greer, to the north and east of the valley, has been evacuated because of a wildfire.
So let's recap once again for you what we know. Greer is about 4 hours northeast of the valley in the White Mountains. And within the last half hour, the towns of Springerville and Eager both announcing a state of emergency because of this wildfire. The forestry department estimates that the fire is around 1,200 acres, but dispatch centers say that it could be as big as 2,500 acres. The department has confirmed multiple structures have been destroyed and power has been temporarily turned off in the town of Greer and its surrounding area.
An evacuation center is set up now at the Round Valley Dome. That's in Eager, and Eager is north and east of this town here. So right now, both lanes of State Route 260 and southbound lanes of State Route 373 are both closed.
Of course, high winds are making this firefight so dangerous for all the crews out there. And that fire threat is growing even more because of our winds.
All right, so Lindsay's here now. Yeah, and you're saying the winds aren't going to calm down anytime soon.
No, we're expecting those winds to stay very brisk through the rest of tonight and even all day tomorrow. We don't see a drastic improvement in those winds until Thursday, so a couple days from now. Windy again tonight through tomorrow, so that's going to be a major impact, keeping this fire risk very elevated. And just what you need to know, have a way to get consistent updates. This can change at a moment's notice. Embers can fly, spark new fires. So you want to have cell phone, radio, television handy nearby to get those continual updates. As far as winds are concerned, again, we don't expect this to drop down overnight. This is a look at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Those gusts around Eager approaching 60 miles per hour at that point, coming in from the southwest, blowing toward the northeast. Then tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday, 4 p.m., we're still seeing some gusty winds, but the improvement in those winds happens by Thursday. Relative humidity also extremely low, and that also hampers the firefighting effort. So we're looking at about 10% relative humidity. Here's what the fire lines look like for the rest of tonight. Gusty winds, temperatures falling through the 60s between 5 p.m. and about 7 p.m. and then getting down into the 50s. So that's what it looks like in Greer for tonight. And then tomorrow, not a big improvement from the wind perspective. You can see the windy icon from 8 a.m. all the way through 1 p.m. We'll have plenty of sunshine, no rain in the forecast. In fact, it's a very dry forecast for the next several days. Here in the Phoenix area, temperatures tomorrow actually going to be one of the cooler days this week, below average, a high of 87. But then we do start warming things back up Thursday, hitting 91, and we make it up to 95 degrees on Friday. And then another storm system next week. More on that in my complete forecast. Troy.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. So again, that situation up there in Greer, very worrisome for the people up there in the surrounding community. So 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is on his way to the White Mountains right now. We'll have much more on that wildfire battle when he gets on the ground up there in later editions of 12 News. In the meantime, you can scan this QR code to get more information on this breaking fire.